What's going on, cousin, and welcome back to another part of this story. If you're feeling this story, I'm gonna go ahead and start off this video by saying like, subscribe, share the story, leave your comments at the bottom, and don't forget to tell a friend that a story is being told.
Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camera. You don't really know you.
You remember when Tony ended up getting that letter in the mail about child support, and y'all had to go back down to the city in order to do a paternity test? Honestly, bitch, you ain't been back home since that shit happened between you and Vanessa. Like I said, being in the airport in your hometown gave you PTSD. You ain't seen your family in 10 years. A lot of them you end up cutting off after the incident because they wasn't there for you, including your fucking mama. And when y'all end up arriving back in y'all homes, and yes, y'all brought y'all kids because they didn't really know your side of the family. I'll end up getting a rental car and heading to the Airbnb that y'all was going to be staying in. I had a long flight, and bitch, y'all was home. Y'all end up going to a restaurant that y'all missed since y'all moved. One of the first people you end up running into was your baby cousin. Grew up so much, she was like 26 years old at this point. When you left, she was like 16, was the hostess. She immediately knew who you was. She was like, cousin, it's so nice to see you. Giving you a hug and shit. Y'all did live y'all separate lives, but she did check on you from time to time after the incident. Financially, she wasn't able to come out there and see you. She did FaceTime. She did hit you up on the internet. She made sure that she, kept up with you, telling you how good you look, how good the family look. She said hey to the kid, introduced herself as their big cousin, this, that, and the third. She ended up giving you a seat at your favorite booth that you and Tony used to sit at back in the days. Over the time, the course of y'all eating, she ended up coming over there asking if anybody knew that you was hurt. You was like, nah, we down here for business. She was like, oh, but girl, I just told my mama. You love Auntie Stacy. That's actually where you got part of your name from. Her mama named you after your auntie, Astasia. Not even 10 minutes later, Auntie Stacy had popped up at the restaurant, sliding in the motherfucking booth, bitch, like she was invited, giving you a hug, saying how happy she was to see you. After y'all finished eating or whatever, she ended up walking with y'all to the parking lot, pretty much following you she ended up pulling you to the side. Auntie Stacy said that she apologized that she apologized that she didn't see you at the hospital. She said that she was having her own medical issues at that time, and like you told her, that was all. I'm not really holding that against her. I definitely understand. She was like, no, because we were supposed to be there. We was your family. We wasn't there. True. Y'all was not there for me. But I let that hurt go unsaid, and I'm not trying to bring that up today. Like, I understand. I just wanted to let you know how sorry that I am, that I wasn't there for you. You know, you was my girl, and you was mine too. Like, hopefully we can see each other a little bit more before you leave. Yeah, maybe we can make that arrangement. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you got a beautiful family. Thank you, Auntie. Auntie Stacy was one of them aunties, bitch, that could not hold water. Before you knew it, you had got a phone call from your mama. You had got a phone call from your brother. These are two people that you haven't seen or talked to in 10 years. Again, they wasn't there for you. They didn't call and check up on you. They didn't see how your progress was. They was ready to have their hand out, always asking you for money until you blocked them. I'm gonna call you like, how you doing, dog? What's going on, Angela? Angela? Like, anyway, you gonna come over here and see me? Looking at your profile, cuz, and it don't look like you subscribe to the channel. What's going on? Now, if you done made it this far in the video, you need to go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you know some more stories is coming ASAP. So don't wait. Go ahead and subscribe right now. Okay. Thank you, cuz. And why would I do that? Because I'm your mama and I haven't met my grandkids. I would love to see you, Astasia. I'm still your mama at the end of the day. You had her on speakerphone. I'm gonna end up looking over there. It was like, we'll be over there, Miss Angela. We gonna pull up. Had our boys, and they had never met their grandma. Of course, they had saw pictures of her back when you was growing up, when you was little and shit. They had heard her over the phone a few times. They even seen her on FaceTime, but they never saw her in person. When y'all end up pulling up, one of your sons was like, we gonna meet our grandma? And they knew their grandma, Toya, which was Tony's mama, but they had never met yours. Yeah, y'all about to meet y'all grandma. They was really excited to finally see her in person. She ended up standing in the little storm door or whatever, and you had to take a deep breath before you went in. Cause no cap, bitch, you was holding a grudge against your mama because she was not there for you. When you end up getting pum, you had to go and stay with your daddy out of the house. He didn't help you progress. She didn't check on you. There was no type of love or care given to you from your mama during the time of your healing. And you felt like she was supposed to be there. So the boys end up getting out the car first. Your husband ended up getting out the car. He ended up walking around, opening up your door and asked you, was you ready? You told him not really. Told you that that's your mama. It's been 10 years. Y'all should talk about it. So you end up getting out the car, whatever. You and your family end up going in. She seems so happy to see the boy, saying how big they was and how handsome they was. They gave her a hug. She was like, come on, let's go up in this kitchen. Gave them some snacks and you, her, and Tony end up sitting up in the living room. Your brother's daughter and his son was over there as well, so they was able to meet their cousins, and they end up going in the backyard, and they was playing it as if they had known each other their whole fucking life. Your kids need their cousins. Let's keep going. First thing out your mama mouth. I see you doing big things with this organization. I've been trying to contact you, but it looked like you had me blocked. She had got a new number. You reply with, yeah, I just wasn't feeling the whole family thing. I just was focused on mine. It was like, Astasia, understand that you was hurt. I understand I wasn't there. I had my own problems that I was going through. I was in the hospital. I got shot in the back. I called you. I cried to you. I asked you if I could come over there with you when I got out the hospital. You had Tony. I called my mama. Tony was like, I'm going to excuse myself and I'm going to go check on the kids. I think this is a conversation that y'all need to have. So y'all end up having a conversation or whatever. And the conversation ended and you and your mama giving each other a hug. You apologized for not being there. You accepted the apology because that was a part of moving on from your trauma and shit. Bitch. Now it's time for y'all to leave. Right before y'all was finna leave out the door, guess what she did? Asked you for $250 to pay her light bill. And guess what you did? You gave it to her. I ended up leaving and heading back to the Airbnb. Your husband had received a phone call from his mama saying, I heard that y'all was down here. But bitch, obviously word spread around town real quick. She was like, ain't y'all gonna come and see me? He was like, Ma, we gonna come over there and see you tomorrow. My wife and the boys, they tired right now. She was like, well, what about you? You my son. I want to see you. Oh, you look at me. Yeah, go ahead and go. Like, we tired. We want to lay down. Tony had left to go over his mama house, and you and the boys end up taking a nap. You end up waking up, and you had a missed call from Tony, so you end up calling him back. He ended up telling you that his mama was had a spades game, but you can hear the music over him damn near. It was like a lot of the family was there, and they wanted to see you and the boys. So he told you to get up, get them up, get dressed, because he was on the way to come and pick y'all up. And you did exactly what your husband told you to do. Bitch, anyway, you end up getting over there to his family house. His mama was there, happy to see you, happy to see her grandsons, cousins was over. They had drinks going around, bitch. It was a whole motherfucking vibe. Your husband and brother, when they was sitting around the table playing spades or whatever, you was in the kitchen with his mama and she, they was partners. Boom, he bumped out. Man, I heard Nessa bitch been looking for you. Now you weren't trying to eavesdrop, but you was. You like, man, what you talking about? I heard around town is shit, y'all got a daughter together. Like, damn, how small this motherfucking town? Y'all motherfuckers around here pillow talking about me. I'm hundreds of thousands of miles away from y'all ass. You like, nah, man, she came back around telling everybody that you don't want to accept responsibility for your daughter. How your wife got you wrapped around her motherfucking finger. How you promised her you were gonna leave Stassi for her and shit, bro. Like, what's up with that? Man, ain't shit about that true. You was fucking with the Nessa bitch? Yeah, I was fucking with her for a little while. And Stassi knew that shit. Stassi ended up finding out about it, man. She was doing her shit. I ain't got to see her and explain shit to you, nigga. Play your hand. But they still playing cards. You and his mama in the kitchen talking. She talking about how, mad she is that y'all ain't been down there to see her. She ended up telling you that she was sick. She don't want you to tell Tony yet. You gave her a hug. And y'all just pretty much conversate. You end up going in the kitchen, because they still playing motherfucking spades at this point. They betting on the motherfucking game. Boom. Tony and Uncle Glenn end up coming over there to the spades table real quick and whisper into Tony. You heard what he said because you was right beside him. You were like, hey man, it's some niggas outside looking for you. Your husband like, what? His brother like, what? Some of his cousins like, who? I don't know. It's a car full. So everybody end up getting up from the motherfucking spades table. Bitch end up going outside and shit. So one of the niggas was like, hey man, Vanessa. Tony like, man, who the fuck you looking for? Like, shit, I'm looking for a nigga named Tony. If that ain't you need to shut the fuck up. So your husband like, man, bro, who the fuck you think you talking to? Woo. They going back and forth and shit. Tony cousin Reggie was like, hey man, what's going on? What you want? Like, man, look, I told you I'm looking for. Your husband end up stepping off the motherfucking porch. You like, nigga, I'm Tony, what's up? You like, man, my sister Vanessa told me that she came to you, flew all the way to your city to tell you about your daughter, man, and you pretty much rejected her. He was like, man, what the fuck that got to do with you? He was like, man, look, I don't play about my motherfucking sister. I don't play about my motherfucking niece. And if she coming to you telling you that she got a motherfucking daughter by you, nigga, don't you think it's time for you to take care of your responsibilities? Your husband end up laughing. His other cousins, uncle them, step up off the motherfucker because his niggas end up getting out the backseat of the motherfucker car and they had some perfumes and he's kind of like, man, you don't need to come over here looking for me for shit you don't know shit about. Like, shit, I know enough. Your husband like, man, you don't know shit, my nigga. So you need to get the fuck away from my motherfucking mama house with that bullshit. The niggas end up like showing they shit. Uncle Reggie was like, man, I ain't stop making them motherfuckers when y'all got something. And he ended up pulling out his shit and shit. Mama ended up coming out. She like, hold on, what's going on in front of my house? Y'all need to get this shit away from my motherfucking house. He was like, hey man, respect my motherfucking mama property. I don't give a fuck about you or why your husband run over there, bitch, and start fighting Vanessa motherfucking brother, bitch. Boom, bitch, they outside Tony mama house, bitch, they when your husband end up hopping off his cousins, a couple of his uncles end up hopping off the Vanessa brother, niggas end up coming to hop, bitch, it was a whole motherfucking brawl outside bro mama house. Somebody must have called the police, bitch, the gun ended up going, but thank God didn't nobody end up like getting hit or whatever. The police ended up pulling, bitch, Tony went to jail, Vanessa brother went to jail, uncle went to jail, a couple cousins went to jail. They wasn't down that long because you end up going down there to pay Tony bond, his uncle bond, and a couple of their cousin bond. You standing outside the police precinct or whatever waiting on everybody to come out because they bond has been paid. You end up seeing Vanessa like coming up the sidewalk, obviously probably finna pay her brother bond and shit. So she asked you, she like, what happened? What happened? You looking around because you trying to see if she talking. She was like, what happened? You down here and you don't know what happened? She was like, look, you ain't got to get smart and shit. I'm just asking you what happened. Her brother came to my mama house trying to tell my husband what he gonna do about your situation. She was like, he did what? So you like, look, Vanessa, me and you really ain't got shit to talk about. Like, just ask your brother what happened. Like, she ended up walking in there. Tony ended up coming out and Vanessa had, came out behind him. She was like, Tony, can we talk? He was like, talk about what? She was like, can we talk without your wife? He was like, nah, whatever you got to say to me, you can say in front of my wife. She was like, why you acting like you too good to talk to me now? Why you acting like I'm a problem? He was like, Vanessa, bro, you shot my wife. He was like, I was angry. I was upset. I was hurt. We was together for 2 years. Tony, I was in love with you. He was like I said, whatever you got to say to me, you can say in front of my wife. She was like, what, y'all scared of me or something? She was like, what the fuck I'm gonna do to y'all in front of a police precinct? Oh, you end up, but shit, you did come into an airport with a loaded gun and used it. She was like, oh, so y'all scared of me now? I said like, nah, bitch, ain't nobody scared of you. He was like, look, Tony, I just want to talk to you, have a one-on-one conversation. Quit acting like you ain't love me. We was together for 2 years. It's like, I was not with you. Like, well, what do you call all them nights you spent at my house? What do you call all that time that we spent together? All the love that we made? Like, what you call it? And baby, your husband was speechless. She was like, look, I just want to talk to you about Tia. I ain't trying to get into none of that other shit. But I really feel like you disrespected me and you playing in my face, right? We was together for 2 years. You ain't think about me at all. So you still standing right there like, bitch, you end up saying, bitch, my husband in love. He was like, girl, please. We was together for 2 motherfucking years. You can't tell me he ain't love. If he ain't love me, he loves some. We end up making a daughter to, so you and her end up going back and forth. Like, look, I ain't outside this motherfucking police precinct to argue with now one. I just want to talk to Tony about his motherfucking responsibilities when it come to Tia. I know y'all came down here because y'all received my motherfucking letter about child support because I need some fucking help. It ain't our problem though. She was like, and why come it's not? She started getting a little heated a little bit. I'm like, look, Vanessa, whatever you got to say to me, you can say it in front of my wife. I don't want the bitch around for the conversation. Why the fuck I gotta be a bitch now? The police is in the police precinct end up coming out because it got a little louder and they end up saying, is everything okay? So y'all like, everything fine. So you end up telling Tony, go just talk to the bitch. Go talk to him. Boom. He walk over there where she at and they have a conversation. And bitch, you can hear it. So they talking loud as hell. So she tell him like, look, I understand the situation. I understand the circumstance, but we have a daughter together and I want you to be in her life. I don't really want your money. If that's the only way I can get you to take care of your daughter, then that's what the fuck I'm going to do. He was like, bro, your brother just came over to my mama house, starting shit, talking about I'm sending my little girl off, not taking care of my responsibilities. You coming up there where I'm at, and I'm just like, fuck my daughter. He was like, ain't that's what happened? So why the fuck did you send him to my mama house? She was like, look, everybody know your mama be having these spades games because everybody go over there and gamble and shit. I told him not to go over there. But somebody did tell me that y'all was down here. But he decided that he wanted to come and have a conversation with you. That ain't got shit to do with him. Like, and I don't even want to talk to you about that. I strictly want to talk to you about Tia right now. Like, look, when I got out of jail, Tia was in foster care. My mama didn't want to take care of her. I had to go to a judge, show them I had a job, show them I had an apartment in order to get my daughter back. Our daughter then went through some shit since I've been gone, Tony. And I want her to know that she do got a male role model, just like she got a mama. He was like, look, after the shit that just happened tonight, I ain't gonna lie, Vanessa. I don't really want that shit in my motherfucking life. My life is peaceful with my wife, my kids, and back at home. She was like, but you got another daughter. And it's your responsibility to take care of. He was like, shit, not if it come with all this. Are you not gonna take care of your responsibility? Are you just gonna leave your daughter out here and be happy family with your wife and your sons? Or fuck my daughter? Is that what you telling me? Like, no, I would never say no shit like that. But if this what that shit come with, I don't want it, Vanessa. Tony ended up turning his back and he ended up walking to he grabbed your hand and he was like, baby, let's go. Vanessa ended up shouting out, so you gonna turn your back on me again? So you just gonna walk away from me again? He was like, man, look, not tonight. She like, all right, Tony. All right, you remember what happened last time? That made you stop in your motherfucking tracks and you turned around. What you gonna do this time? Oh, pretty Stassi, you don't want to know what the fuck I'm gonna do this time. Should I be afraid? That's what Stassi said. She was like, I don't give a fuck what you be. He not gonna turn his fucking back on my daughter. Boom, y'all end up going home and y'all end up waking up in the middle of the night around maybe like 4 o'clock in the morning and shit. Tony was like, babe, if drama come with this motherfucking DNA test, I ain't gonna even lie, I don't want to do it. So you like, babe, what you mean? Like, man, I ain't got time for no motherfucking bullshit behind no little girl. Like, I'm cool with my family. Like, I really don't have to know. So you like, babe, you know, you're not a man to run away from your responsibilities. He was like, Stassi, I ain't running away from my responsibilities. I don't have time for drama. My life is peaceful. I don't want this shit around me. You end up asking him, like, what you want to do? He was like, I'm ready to go back to the house. So we ain't gonna go to court. He's like, nah, fuck this shit. I'm ready to go. You start trying to comfort him. You hug him. You kiss him. He holds you tight. And somehow or another, bitch, y'all end up fucking. Y'all end up falling back to sleep and y'all end up waking up around like 8:30, 9 o'clock. He was like, come on, baby, let's go around, say bye to Ed. Shit, I done already got our flights for this afternoon and shit. Y'all go around, go to your mama house, say bye. You went to see your auntie Stacy, said bye. He went over his mama house and that was the last place that y'all was supposed to visit. Boom. Y'all get over mama house and y'all flight leave around like 2 o'clock. At this point, it's like 11. I already got y'all bags and shit, you know, in the rental car and shit. Boom. But y'all finna get ready to walk out the door. Y'all end up hearing skirt. Somebody end up pulling up to mama. Bitch, it was Vanessa. How she ended up getting out the motherfucker car. You can see the little girl sitting in the back seat and shit. You like, so you ain't gonna come to court? So you just gonna turn your back on your little girl and you ain't gonna come to court? He was like, bitch, how the fuck did you even know I was her? You like, don't worry about all that. Just know I got my motherfucking ear to the streets too, Tony. So you mean to tell me you just gonna turn your back on my daughter, bro? You mean you ain't gonna come take care of your responsibilities? That bitch is mad. His mama ended up coming outside. She was like, hey, you know, get away from my house. I already just had the police over here about the shit that happened last night. He was like, respectfully but disrespectfully, man. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Your son got a daughter with me. And she gonna know who the fuck her daddy is. So you gonna make me be a daddy? She like, shit, one way or another. While she doing her little ranting, her daughter ended up getting out the car. She was like, Mom, come on, mama, let's go. Come on, mama, let's go. I don't want you to get in trouble. You like, you hear your daughter down. Like, and bitch, shut the fuck up. You probably be the reason why he's saying this motherfucking bull. Bitches always be. Tony loved me. Tony was in love with bitch. He like the benefits of you, hoe. And you and her going back and forth. Like, bitch, please, what benefit? He take care of me, hoe. What you mean? He was like, are you trying to throw that up in my motherfucking face? Now your sons end up coming outside. They like, you know, mom, come in the house. Yeah, what's going on? He like, son, go in the house. Son, go in the house. He like, yeah, son, go in the house. Son, go in the house. Bitch, don't talk to my motherfucking kids. How? Now y'all going back and forth. And his mama like, okay, yeah, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. He like, man, Vanessa, get away from my mama house. You disrespecting our motherfuckers. Space, you disrespecting my mama house. So she was like, okay, Tony, you know what? You right. I'ma leave. The bitch ended up driving off with his mom like, man, Tony, you got some shit on your hands. You got, ooh-wee. You tell his mama, you like, man, tell me about it. Boom. Y'all end up getting in the car, whatever. Y'all drove to the airport. Y'all got on y'all flight. Bitch, y'all left and end up going home. Ooh-wee. If you have not already, bitch, I wrote a book. It's called Caught in the Middle. I'll put the link for you down below. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to tell me if you want to see the next part in the comment section below. I appreciate you for watching, cuz. I hope you love this story. The next series will be uploaded tomorrow.